Welcome back to Small Caps, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Kerry Stevenson, and today I've asked Troy Flannery, the non-executive chairman of Red Mountain Mining. The ASX code is RMX. They've had some really interesting news. Now, I know there's lots of companies out there that are doing lithium, and you all know about lithium, but actually, I think this one's a little bit different because they've got lithium, but they've also got heavy rare earths. So we're going to talk about both of those. There's three projects in particular I want to talk about. Troy spent a lot of time in the mining industry. He's seen it all, and he's got a really good understanding of what they've got their hands on. So, Troy, first time you and I have had a chat. Welcome to Small Caps.
Oh, well, thank you very much, Kerry. It's great to be here.
Before we get started, given this is the first time, can you give us a brief overview on who are Red Mountain Mining?
Yeah, okay. Red Mountain's a small market cap company of around 11 million. It has two of our flagship projects in the lithium space for Mustang and Lithic, and just very recently we've completed a farm-in deal with Liontown and Liontown Resources, that is. So that's call it our second second major project. So, but our primary focus right now has been on Mustang and lithium in Nevada.
All right, well, let's get to those in a moment, but can we start, if you don't mind, with the Liontown deal? Because I think that's actually pretty exciting, because you've got you've teamed Liontown Resources, and everyone, guys, you all know, if you're hiding under a rock, maybe you don't know, but Liontown have been in the news a lot. They're teaming up with Red Mountain to develop the Monjebup rare earth projects, but that's here in WA.
Yes, yeah, thank you. So Liontown, as people know, more than 6 billion market cap, in today's market. The WA rare earths project for them is not lithium, so it's non-core, but still one that they're very positive about. We're taking on board that it's a positive endorsement for Red Mountain, that they see faith in us to advance this project as JV partners with them. They've taken 40 million as scrip in RMX shares. We have a $500,000 farm-in agreement as expenditure on exploration, but otherwise that is the acquisition price and the terms of that. And as I say, we're excited by this project. There's been a trio number of 669 ppm that's at surface that the Liontown guys recently discovered.
What does that mean? What does that mean, Troy, for those of us that are not geos out there?
Okay, so yeah, total rare earths oxide. So the basket of rare earths, that number has added up to 969 parts per million. So that's what I mean by that number. So yeah, and again, it is early days, but we're very positive in that there's 910 square kilometres in area, which across three massive tenements down in the southwestern area of Western Australia, about 80 kilometres from Albany. So a good area to explore and find rare earths is our hope.
Okay, so what? This is a binding farming agreement, and yes, if you spend the 500,000 worth of exploration,
yes,
then you earn how much of that project?
Yes, thank you. I should have said 80%. So
so you'll that earning is 80% of Monjebup if you spend 500,000 over 24 months.
That's correct.
And that transaction's gone through. That's all happening.
That's all happening. Yes. Yep. I think actually in the next couple of days the shares will be issued to Liontown. But yes. Okay.
So what I'd like to know is what do you do? What does Red Mountain intend to do now that deal, that agreement has been reached?
Yeah. So we have heritage agreement, which is great. That's work that Liontown's done. There is further work to do on land access agreements, but as soon as they're done and dusted, it is grid sampling, it's some geochem work and some met test work to prove up, because we're hoping on it being an ionic clay, which means the ability to process the rare earths and beneficiate that ore will be easy. So that's in the future.
So it's a little bit early days, but I
Yeah.
guess with Liontown having that, so their focus really is on getting their lithium projects up and running. So this is rare earth, so it
Yes.
wasn't core. Is that what you're saying? But I think what's interesting here is that they've taken that many shares in Red Mountain Mining, so they clearly still like the project.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. I think, well, as you mentioned, Liontown are mainly about lithium. They have the Albemarle deal, which is taking up some of their time as well.
Yeah.
And yeah, so this project came available. I was able to reach out and see whether there was interest. So there was.
All right, so you're going to be doing some initial work over there, but the focus, I think the one that people have got a little bit excited about is there's two projects over in the US in Nevada, which is a great jurisdiction, isn't it? Nevada,
Yes.
they love mining over there. You've got two projects. You've got the Lithic lithium project. Now that might be early stage. I want to not focus on it, but I just want you to comment on it if you wouldn't mind, Troy, because I think the key for me when I was having a look into what you're doing is that Lithic lithium project is only 29 kilometers north of Silver Peak, which is the only operating lithium mine in the USA. So tell us about why you like it and what you're doing there.
So lithic's important to us at Red Mountain in that it is only 29 kilometres from Silver Peak, the only operating mine in Nevada. It is directly below Jindalee, an ASX listed company exploring for lithium. It's around 30 kilometres away from our other project being Mustang, which is our more advanced project that we'll talk about later. We have had a very encouraging surface sample number of 1,250 parts per million lithium. So we're very encouraged by that. There are assays in the lab currently being processed, and we intend to do further exploration and drilling on that project.
How big is that project, and how accessible is it?
The project is, I have to double check that. It is, okay, so it's 961 hectares, and
Wow.
it's 961 hectares. It's only about 20 minutes out of the township of Tonopah, and I've forgotten the name of the main road that runs by, but that's about a 5-minute drive off that road to our project.
Okay, so nice and easily accessible. Nevada's easy.
Yes.
Is it along the same sort of structure? And I don't know, as Silver Peak, because it sounds to me like could be quite an interesting area for you guys to be looking in, given its proximity to Silver Peak. Is this a big lithium district?
Yeah, we don't compare so much to Silver Peak, even though it is an operating mine. It's actually, that is a deeper brine project. The projects that we more sort of see as our peers are American Lithium, and another is the Jindalee Resources, and also Century Lithium, which are the Claystone lithium plays that are very shallow to the surface, and have call it a more accessible way to open pit mine as opposed to deep holes into the ground and extracting the lithium through that method.
Okay, I'm learning something here, and I want our audience to learn something as well. So there's different ways, isn't there? So brines is sort of lithium in water, if you like.
Yes.
And your projects are claystone projects, which is lithium in clays, and as you just said, Troy, closer to the surface, potentially open pit, potentially easier to mine. So
yes.
Is it better to have a claystone project than a brine? I don't know.
Yes, I think everyone would expect me to say yes to that, but I think that there's obviously the third lithium type of project, which is a hard rock.
Of course, that's what you mean.
Hard rock lithium, which is what our Liontown friends have, and colleagues of mine within Liontown actually prefer claystone lithium over brines. So that's someone who but they have hard rock lithium. And the point what we like about claystone lithium is that it's like sand mining in that it's there's no crushing or grinding. It's simply a very low cost method of mining. And if you have something large enough and shallow enough, it's you don't need the 1% lithium grades. Your cutoff grades are more in the 600 parts per million lithium.
Okay, and you've got the didn't you say at Lithic it's about 1250 parts per million?
Yes, yeah, double that number. Yeah, yes.
Nice. All right, so that's not Mustang. We're going to go on to Mustang in a minute, but are you still going to be doing some work around Lithic at the moment? I just want to kind of find out the news flow for the rest of 23 around Lithic.
We're waiting on assays. So assays for Lithic are in the lab. Okay. And off the back of that, further exploration and most likely a drill program for Lithic is what's on the cards for Lithic.
And I know that you're pretty keen on Mustang, so that's also in Nevada, also Claystone. Give us our audience an overview of what's happening at Mustang.
Yeah, okay, thank you. So for Mustang, very happy to report our maiden drilling program hitting 8 out of 10 holes with lithiated claystones. So 7 of those 8 we've hit claystone, hit lithium or mineralisation from surface or a few meters below surface, and we've had depths down to 60 meters deep of lithiated claystone. We've averaged something nearly 33 meters of average thickness, and we've found that more to the north of our project is where it's thick and shallow, and so a fantastic result for a maiden drilling program for claystones. So we announced that yesterday morning, actually, just on the 12th of July.
12th of July it was announced.
Yes.
You've done that maiden drilling program. So again, has that surprised you to the upside, Troy?
It has, yeah, it has surprised us to the upside. I mean, a lot of maiden drilling programs come up with 0, or they may have one hole or 2, but yeah, to get 8 out of 10 holes is great. We're looking just on that current drilling, something like over 1,500 meters strike, like call it the lateral extents from where the holes, the positive holes, the ones that return great results, and the width between the drill holes, not outside the drill holes, is 500 meters. So just on, and then if you use the average depth of 33 meters, you actually get 50 million tons of claystone, lithiated claystones. So yeah, for a maiden drilling program to be able to talk about that, I think is fantastic. But I do say that this isn't a JORC resource that I've just reported. I'm just talking about an exploration success in our eyes.
And I think that's very important. Thanks for bringing that up, because it is early days. This is exploration success.
Yes.
You think you're onto something, it could be quite large. Yes. Like I said around Lithic. So what's the next steps for Mustang?
Well, we intend to drill further to the north. We're looking to increase our package size in tenement size. They're contiguous to Mustang's boundaries. So yeah, further drilling. There's metallurgical test work underway to just see how well this claystone beneficiates to being called a saleable product. And I think worth noting too is our offtake partners and the interest in lithium in Nevada and in the US is really strong. So a great place to have a project, and the mining environment there is fantastic as well. Very encouraging to see explorers become miners.
You just said something pretty interesting to me, Troy, and that was our offtake partners. I'm thinking, you're just exploring. What are you doing talking about offtake partners? Are they that keen to get their hands on it?
We don't have any actually offtake partners yet. We're still exploring. I mean, some of the other larger companies, say like the American Lithium and others like those, call it resource companies, have companies like Tesla or Ford or so they have car manufacturers and others who have facilities in country. So that's sort of what I was getting at.
Okay, and so do you think that the fact that you've got this project in Nevada is a big tick for the project, because it is a mining jurisdiction, and it appears to me that the Americans are very keen on keeping supply within the country.
Yes, yeah, I think it's the best mining jurisdiction. I mean, I've had 25 years in the game, and it's, as I say, the regulators and the people involved are keen to see investment and mining and people, sort of obtain jobs and work in their state. So Nevada is a great mining state, and I think we're very encouraged by this maiden drilling program and the results to date. So we're early stage, but we're looking to grow on where we've come from.
I just want to say Nevada is also a great skiing state, just in case people want to know that too, just aside. Troy, why did you join Red Mountain Mining?
Yeah, I joined Red Mountain Mining following my sort of 3.5 years at Galena Mining as an executive, as a COO and the CEO of a joint venture with Toho Zinc. As I saw there was opportunity in these call it earlier stage companies or micro cap sort of companies, have some good connections within the industry, and I had the interest and very keen to see the same sort of success that I saw at Galena during my tenure.
All right, so if I can just go back to Mustang, is that the favorite child at the moment, if I can say it that way?
Yep. Yeah, Mustang is our most advanced project within Red Mountain at this point in time. Yeah.
Okay, so you said you're going to increase the tenement size?
Okay. Yes.
What's the reasoning behind that?
I think with these lithium claystones, it is about size. It's the shallowness. So even though I've just talked about a 1,500 meter strike length, which is massive, typical pits are 100 meters long. So by the way, I'm a mining engineer is my profession. But yeah, we definitely see a little bit bigger land package gives us more scale, more opportunity to grow. Yeah.
All right, so Mustang's the focus. Lithic, yes. You've got assays pending.
Yes.
When do you expect those to come back?
I'm thinking, say 2 weeks away. I think something like that. Yep.
So there's a lot of news coming out.
Yep.
Just going forward with Mustang, do you increase the tenement package size? Doing some more drilling on that program in the next what sort of time frame?
Yeah, so we'll have to submit a mining proposal, a drilling proposal like the POWs to the Bureau of Land Management. So we're yet to make that submission, and then they take a few weeks to assess and provide us with the go ahead to drill another dozen holes or something. So we're in the midst of planning our next drill program number 2, and putting in our submission and taking it forward.
Well, if you were ticking the box on the school project, 8 out of 10 ain't bad. Yes. Troy, yeah, I like to wrap things up, if you like, by asking you for 3 reasons why you think people should be sitting up and taking notice of Red Mountain Mining right now.
Okay, thank you, Kerry. So the discovery at Mustang, thick, shallow claystones is fantastic for us off our maiden drilling program. We see our share price or our market cap at 11 million as a fraction of some of the peers in Nevada that are, say, in the case of American Lithium, 580 million market cap US, and others that are more than 100 million. And sorry, that's the second point. Third point is the recent transaction with Liontown Resources, a market cap of more than $6 billion, means they have faith in us to joint venture and to explore for rare earths.
I said I was going to wrap it up with that, but I just come up with one last question, which is with the deal with Liontown. I know they've got the shares. I know you've got to spend $500,000 over 24 months, get all that. How much involvement have Liontown got apart from the shares and seeing you do the exploration?
I think, yeah, they're passive in this joint venture.
Okay.
But in saying that, if we discover something, it becomes a different ballgame. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yep.
There we go, ladies and gentlemen. They're over in Nevada with the lithium, over in WA, doing that deal with Liontown on the heavy rare earths. Lots of news flow coming up for Red Mountain Mining. Check them out. Not financial advice, or give Troy a call. See if he'll answer your questions. But for now, Troy, thanks so much for joining me on Small Caps.
Thank you very much, Kerry. Thanks for your time.